Hello, Pruvit Nation. How are you all doing tonight? Hello. Thanks for the waves. Hello, hello. Awesome. Hey, do me a solid. Do me a solid, all of y'all. And go in any group chats that you're in with other team members, uplines, downlines, sidelines, your keto cousins, your keto second cousins. I don't care what it is. And go let them know that our company update call is happening, right? Go let them know. Listen, life gets crazy, right? Not everyone is hyper focused. So we want to let them know that we are live. Super excited. I'm trying to make sure I'm reading the chat. I am notorious for not reading the chat. My name is Kate Higdon. If I have not met you, I hope that I get to meet you possibly this weekend when we're in Florida. But I have been drinking and sharing ketones for 10 years. I started just because I was a business owner, a mom, a wife who felt completely stuck, who felt miserable in her skin, and I had somebody throw me a lifeline. Put in the chat the name of the person who threw you a lifeline. Put in the chat who threw you a lifeline and shared ketones with you. Christina says, Nick, he better, or horrible brother, right? I love it. Y'all, that person is like the hero of your story. And we get to be other people's heroes, right? This is the coolest business. And I've owned my own business for 22 years. I have not gotten a check from someone else in almost 22 years. We have been solely self-employed brick and mortar businesses and also our Pruvit business. And there is nothing else like this. I coach small businesses in my community. I coach them on social media. I coach them on branding. I'm very involved in the small business community in our area. I'm telling you, nobody gets to do what we do. Like, nobody gets to do what we do and share an amazing product with other people and change their lives. So, super excited. So, y'all, this is like we're approaching the end of the first week of K1. Can y'all believe it? Like it was never going to get here. It felt like it was never going to get here, that it was going to launch. Put a one in the chat if you are having fun. If you are having fun with the K1 conversation. If you're having fun, put a one in the chat. And also, y'all, do not sit on the fact, do not sleep on the fact that the 25% introductory special on this does not last. This does not go on forever. So now we're heading towards the end of the month. We're in the end of the month. It's a great time for those follow-ups. Follow up, follow up, follow up. Okay? Follow up till they're dead, right? Just keep following up because that introductory offer does not last much longer. So make sure you're following up with anyone who has been interested in K1. We want to make sure that everyone gets in and experience this stuff. So, like I said, I'm going to see some of you in Tampa. That's why I'm in looking like this. I just had a spray tan because I'm going to be out on the beach. Who's going to be on the beach? Put a two in the chat if you're going to be on the beach with me. Gonna like, right? Listen, I did not want to blind the people on the beach, so I got a little spray tan, right? Well, tonight we're going to hear a little bit about how to prepare for tonight, for this coming weekend, what to expect while we're there, kind of what kind of a mindset you should be in as you're walking through those doors into that event. And for those of you that are not going to be with us in Tampa, we love you. You are still part of our team. You are in our hearts. You are with us in spirit. I want you to stay tuned because at the end of this, we're going to talk about some things that you can be doing while the other rest of the team is in Tampa, because don't take your eye off the ball. I'm going to tell you, we're heading into a differentiator season. That's a hard thing for me to say, y'all. Differentiator season, which is summer. Okay? And that's going to separate the people who have massive success and the people who sit on the sidelines and wish they would have. Okay? So stay plugged in, stay focused, and I'm going to give you guys some tips and tools on what to do this coming weekend. So to talk about crossover, I have one of my very good friends, my coach, my mentor, someone who has been an amazing leader in our community, and that is Mr. Dustin Schaefer. Dustin, are you on?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm making dinner. It's 5 o'clock. It's somewhere, right? Uh, well, it's great to be on. Can you hear me okay, Kate?
I can. What are you fixing?
Oh, I don't know. We're doing some kind of weird new low carb casserole, and my wife sent me the recipe, and apparently it takes 45 minutes to prep, and I had like 15 minutes to do it.
Oh
So,
no. Oh no. I
well,
need to, I'll send April some of my recipes,
that'd
okay?
be nice. That'd be
Yeah.
really nice.
I'll hook
So,
you up with some short ones.
I'm excited to be on. And so I want to talk about something. This is, first off, in the chat, who's coming to crossover? Um, I'm going to be very open and transparent because that's all we are. That's who we are. That's what we're going to do. So first thing I want to do is really explain why are we doing, like, why are events? What's so important about events? The second thing I want you to know is that if you're not coming, I want you to feel like you're missing out because you are. But I also don't want you to feel bad because guess what? I've missed a few events in my Pruvit career. True story. I've had two babies on the day of our Pruvit events. Literally the birthing of my child, our child. You were one of them, yes. On the actual day of the event. So I couldn't make it to the event because I had a priority that is really important. But it's really important for us to understand why we do these events. It's more than just, well, first off, just so you all know, this is a big team event we're doing. We make no money from these events, but there's an outcome and there's a reason behind it. There's psychology behind the events. And so I'm going to start out with explaining something in the chat. When you do things, who wants to be good at it? Who wants to be successful at things you do? I don't care if it's your career, if it's your relationship, if it's a hobby, if it's a sport or activity. You want to do good, right? Who wants to be good? Or who wants to be the best? Or who wants to be great? I want to know in the chat. Good, the best, great. What do you want to become? So I tend to, when I immerse into something, I tend to want to give everything I can, and I want to go to the top, and I want to do I want to feel like I gave it my all, right? I'm not really a comparison kind of guy, but I look in the mirror and go, did I do my best? And so I happened to be sitting at a basketball game watching an old man play basketball. True story. And he happened to be very good and successful at this industry. And I also believe is that if you want to be great at somebody, find somebody else that's done what you want to do and find out what they did. Like do what they told you, like do what they did if you want to be successful, right? If you want to be a good marathon runner, don't go be creative on your own. There's plenty of people that have done it before you. Follow what they did in your own fashion, in your own form. If you want to make $1 million, if you want to get super ripped, if you want to lose 70 pounds and keep it off for 8 years, talk to Kate. Well, maybe don't talk to Kate. Well, talk to Kate because she's done it. I mean, save her. She maybe doesn't want to talk about that anymore because she's doing bigger things now. But the point is like find somebody that's done what you want to do and do what they did. But don't expect to get results if you don't do what they did. Does that make sense? Now, there's new things out there. There's new ways of doing things. I get it. But there's some fundamental principles that are important. So with all that said, I was very fortunate to learn that young in the military, sports. It taught me that. Like, if that guy's great, I'm gonna ask him what he did. How do you do it? How do we do it better? Like, what would you do if you started all over? Would you do the same thing or would you do something even better? These are the questions I asked. So I got to meet a guy. He's extremely successful in this industry. And keep in mind, I'd never done it before. My first time ever being in community-based marketing, direct sales, didn't know how to build a business at all. Never done it before. I was determined to change my life. I wanted to change my life. I wanted to make $5,000 extra a month because I believe that if I did that, I could actually start to enjoy my life and not be stressed by money every single day, every single week. I could actually finally buy a house that I wanted to buy, all the things, right? And so, true story, I asked him this question. His name's Terry. I go, hey, Terry, I go, what's like the 1, 2, 3 of this business? Like if I had to write down, like if for me to be super successful in this business, what do I need to do? Like, what are the things? Like, tell me what the things. And he goes, all right. He goes, well, because he comes up to me, he goes, I only got 10 minutes. I'm like, all right, 10 minutes. I've been sitting and watching you play basketball for an hour and you're going to give me 10 minutes. Well, he's a busy man. And I'm like, what do you got? So I get my pen and paper out. True story. I get my pen and he goes, Dustin, he goes, if you need a pen and paper to write these 3 things down, you are already going to fail. I was like, what? He goes, if you need to write these down, I didn't know what they were, so I didn't know what he was going to say. He goes, but if you need to write these down, he goes, you will never be successful in this. So this is my little voice to you all. Don't write what I'm going to say down. I want you to remember what I'm going to say. All right. And this is the entire business to be successful. Now, there's a lot of dynamics of relationships and people and everything else that go involved in this. I'm going to be transparent there. But as to the fundamentals of building our business, and I'm like, all right, let me have it, Terry. What do you got? This is the first thing he said to me. And I want you all just to listen. He goes, you have to use a third party validation if you want to be successful long term. What does that mean? If you're selling everybody to drink our product or to build our business, he goes, what happens is the person that you're selling can't do what you just did. He goes, so you have to use like a website, a video, a tool, a picture, a testimonial or story. Let somebody else or something else do the sale. Your job is to get them to the tool. Okay. So third party validation. He goes, the better you are at selling, the less likely your team will ever promote the product or sell the product. And that's hard because Kate's world class at selling, but she has to in her mind go, oh, I want them to promote it. It's not about me. It's about them doing it, right? So number one rule, third party validation. Number two rule, okay, like I said, you don't have to write these down. That's pretty simple. A third party tool, a video, a resource, a testimonial, a picture, an event is a third party tool. Anything that's third party that you're not selling, that something else does more of the work of the sale. Your job is to create the relationship and bring them to the tool and then help them sign up after. Number two is the rewards plan is simple. And Pruvit is fundamentally simple. You got partners and you got customers. So on the DTS, it's getting two lines going, right? It's simple. On the customer side is every time you sign up a customer, you get paid your commissions. Don't complicate that. That's how simple it is. You can try to gamify it more than that. You have partners and you have customers. Keep it simple. Okay. And then number three, he said, Dustin, he goes, this is the one that people have the hardest time with. And you guys want to know what number three is, just so you all know. Who wants to know what number three is? I can't see the chat apparently, or nobody wants to know. Oh, there they come. Here they come. So number three is this, is you go to every event you can. He goes, commit. He goes, so he told me, keep in mind, I'd never done direct sales before, never done community-based marketing before. This is probably month 4 into Pruvit. We only had one event at that time and happened to be in my backyard. So if you live in Florida, you should just be there, right? He goes, right now, tell yourself that you're going to go to every single event. And as long as you're not having a wedding, a funeral, or the birth of your child, you go to that event, right? I know there's a couple other probably good reasons, but he goes, you go to the event. He goes, the reason why, he goes, if you don't go to events, your team doesn't go to events. And he goes, I want you to think about this. You're not in the ketone business. You're not in the sales business. You're not in the market business. You are in the event business. He goes, you want to have as many people come to the company event or the team event and let the leaders train them for you. He goes, in any other business, if you own your own business, you have to spend all the money, the resources to lead the events, sell the events, promote the events, and educate your whole team on it, right? In Pruvit and our team, the event, you just have to show up, bring people with you, and they get trained. And you have a 300% increase in your income if you come to event and bring people to events, 300%. So Kate, that's really the fundamental symbols. I wanted to share that with y'all because we are in the event business. So if you can't make this event, we get it. I couldn't make every event either. If you have time to still make the event, get your butt to this event. I promise you, it'll change your life. Listen, you got to do it for a few reasons. One, you're going to get training, you're going to get skilled. But two, you got to get out of your environment. Sometimes you're just in the wrong environment. Sometimes you're at home and around people that aren't ambitious and go-getters. Get it around and get out of your home and get immersed into someplace. It fills your tank. It gets you thinking differently. And then you can take those resources home. And if you can still make it, come. All right. Now, if you are coming to the event, I'm going to give you a loose itinerary and kick it back to Kate. She'll give you the good details of who wants to know what color hair to wear and what color shoes to wear and how big are the seats. And Kate will give you all those details. But what I'm going to give you is this. Stay at the event venue. If you can get a room there, get a room at the event venue, please. That makes the most sense. I promise you, you won't regret that. But on Friday, we're going to do a workout on the beach or in that area. on Friday at noon. So Friday at 12, we're going to do a workout. Registration will go from 1 to 4. The event will kick off Friday night at 4. The event will get over when it gets over, but let's say somewhere around 9 or 10. So I would eat before the event or have a light snack before the event. Fuel your body. You don't have to fast 24/7. Put good food in your body. Of course, drink your ketones. Saturday morning, this is the loose schedule, 8 a.m. workout. Roughly around 10 o'clock, we'll kick off Saturday. Saturday night could go as late as 9 p.m. on Saturday night. We have the room till 9. Good chances it won't go quite that late, but we never know because guess what? Sometimes you just want more. We have the right information and you're just fiending for more. We want to give you more. We're gonna fill the tank as much as we can so that you get every value out of that. And Sunday is going to be a fun team day. Sunday, something that you might collaborate with your own team leaders. Sunday might be something that if you don't have a team there and you're coming anyway, you'll collaborate with the rest of us. And we might do something fun Sunday morning. Of course, a lot of people are checking out, so we have to check out around 11 and 12 o'clock anyway. So, Kate, that's the loose schedule on the event. It's going to be super fun. This is going to be done like we've never done it before. So if you've been to events, expect something completely different. And the last thing I would say is this is your expectation of the event. I just want to be clear. This is a team event. You're going to see a lot of the doctors there. You're going to see Brian possibly there. So you're going to see a lot of the leaders of Pruvit, but this is our team event. This is not a structured corporate event. I want to be clear about that because this is going to be just as much Kate's event as it is my event. And I want you to look at it as you're coming to grow, to learn, but also to be challenged. You might get uncomfortable. That's part of it. And I want you to know that that's an opportunity for you to grow. And there's going to be a lot of learning and funs and laughs and stories along the way. So, Kate, that's all I got.
I love it. Thank you, Dustin. That was awesome. That was awesome. I actually met Dustin for the first time at an event. It's where I met most of the top leaders in the company. And I don't know if you all have ever heard the saying that like success leaves clues. Well, I can tell you that there's no one in Pruvit who's earned over $1 million that hasn't been to an event. So, yeah, there's that. Definitely want to go. All right. So I'm going to kind of piggyback off of what Dustin said, and I want to make sure that everyone is prepared. And those of you that are not going to be at Tampa, I want to give you all some things to do during this time period as well, because it is the beginning of a month, which is really exciting. You always want to start a month out strong so that you're not like trying to shake the trees at the end of the month. Okay. So we're going to give you some action steps there as well. And I do want to talk a little bit about Friday at noon, the workout on the beach. Okay. You're probably going to start seeing a lot more of that from our company. And I am here all day long for it. Okay. Working out has not been part of my history, but it is a part of my future. All right. Because I want to be strong. I also want to represent physically and mentally health and wellness. Y'all hear my heart right there? I want to physically and mentally represent health and wellness. I want to be strong. Okay. I'm not here to be skinny. It's not about that. I want to be healthy and I want to be strong and I want to represent that. I want people to see what I'm doing and say, I don't know what she's doing, but boy, I want that. Does that make sense, y'all? That's our business. Okay. So you're going to see us showing up more in that realm because we need to, as a community, be healthy. Okay. And that includes movement. Listen, you cannot listen to Dr. Jacob Wilson and not understand the importance of muscle. I mean, hello, you got like something in your ears? Like, what's going on? Like, it is so important. So, we're going to talk about that. All right, let's talk about preparing for the event. Again, put a 2 in the chat if you are going to the event. Put a 3 if you're going to the next one. Okay? All right. Let me know. Perfect. Okay. So, first of all, before you get there, I want you to mentally be in the game. I want you to get out a piece of paper and a pen. Maybe it's on the flight down there. Maybe it's the night before you leave. But I want you to be crystal clear why you are going. Why are you going? Why are you taking time away from your family and work and spending the investment to get there? Why are you doing that? Get very clear on why you're going. Because when you know why, you're going to show up with a different intention. Okay. I never show up to an event thinking this is vacation. I show up at every event as a business person who is ready to recharge my business battery. Does that make sense? Okay. I want you to be present during the event. So you need to make sure you let your family, your friends, everyone know, hey, like 2 days, 2 days. I need to be present. So please try and handle everything at home without me if you possibly can, right? Like, let me be present in this moment. I need this. Okay. Also, before you go, y'all, please be hydrated. Focus on your hydration between now and then. You're going to have a better event if you're very hydrated and if you're getting a lot of rest. Okay, get a lot of rest heading up to the event because you want to feel your best. You want to show up ready to absorb information and to be present for the people sitting beside you. Do you know that your presence at this event dramatically affects the person sitting right next to you? So if you show up all, oh, I'm so tired. Oh my God, I just didn't sleep good. And I'm so thirsty. Are they going to get some water in here? If you show up as that person, you are negatively impacting the person next to you, and shame on you. Okay. So be prepared. Show up as your best because that's going to affect the person next to you. And that goes for the next person sitting next to you, affecting you, right? Brian Underwood says all the time, your presence matters. Some of you going to this event think no one's going to even know if you're there or not. Oh, people will know and it will affect them. So show up as your best. Okay, let's talk about packing things that you need to have at this event. Number one, comfortable clothes and shoes. Y'all, you do not need to like show up in your suit and tie or I mean if you want to like hey, you be you. Like our company is all about individuality, authenticity, all that. But I'm going to tell you you're going to be moving, you're going to be shaking, you're going to be standing up a lot because to absorb in your brain, you need to engage with the body that it helps to absorb information. So we move around a lot. I recommend comfortable clothes and comfortable shoes. I recommend you bring a sweater or jacket. I know you're going to Florida. Some of you are like, what? I'm going to Florida. I'm just wearing my bathing suit and a cover up. Okay, no. First of all, just no. But second of all, our rooms notoriously are cold. I don't know. Every time I say that, it doesn't happen. But I swear to you, like normally our events get very cold. There is a reason for that. So don't come to me crying about, do you think that they could like turn the temperature up? Like, no, no, Martha because the reason the room is cold is to keep you focused. As soon as the room temperature gets normal or warm, you will get tired and you will disengage. That is fact. That is science. Are we a science company? Are we a biohacking company? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. So listen to me. It's cold for a reason. I'm telling you now, come prepared. Let your teams know. Don't cry about it later. You got it? You got it. Notepad and a pen. You're showing up to learn some stuff. Be prepared. Be prepared. You're going to school. Okay. You're going to school. You're going to prover school, right? So let's show up with our pen and our paper. Also, let's show up with a smile. Y'all, it is my favorite thing watching y'all come through those double doors when the doors open and seeing your smiles. Your smile means everything to the people around you. So, yes, Julie, bring those smiles, okay? Bring lots of ketones. Some of you only drink one a day. That's okay. At a Pruvit event, you're probably going to want some more. Okay? You're probably going to want a couple extra because you want to be focused, you want to be engaged, you want to have energy. I'll tell you a little trick. Y'all want to know my Pruvit drink? Well, it used to be Blue Ocean with a keto cream. Now it's a K1 with a keto cream. Yes, you will not be hungry and you will be hyper focused. All right? Got it? Electrolytes. Bring your electrolytes. Stay very, very, very hydrated. Okay? Portable phone chargers. You're going to be taking notes, you're going to be taking pictures, you're going to be taking videos when allowed, and you do not want your phone to lose charge, okay? So bring a portable phone charger. Bring snacks. I don't know when you're going to get to eat. Don't come crying to me, but I'm hungry. Okay. Okay. I'm telling you right now, pack your snacks. Okay. I'm not your mama. Don't come to me telling me that you're hungry. All right. Pack your snacks, some nuts, some beef jerky. I'm telling you, our events, people literally pull out full meals out of their bags, and that's okay. All right. There is no judgment there. Bring your food, be prepared. Okay. Eat before the event as much as you can. For those of you that don't normally eat breakfast, I'm going to recommend you eat breakfast Saturday morning. Okay. Another prove it tip. Okay. All right. Here's my last couple tips on this event. Okay. When you attend, I want you to put on your story collector hat. Okay. You're going to this event to collect stories. Ask people when you're standing in line, ask them, tell me your story. Tell me your prove it story. Okay? Take a picture of you with that person. Take notes of their story. Video their story. Become a master story collector because you're going to meet a teacher who lost 100 pounds, who blah, 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 blah. And then you're going to go back home and you're going to talk to a teacher who needs to lose 100 pounds. And guess what you get to say? Oh my gosh, look at my friend that I just met. Are y'all smelling what I stepped in there? Be a story collector. Okay? Be a story collector. Record those stories. Take photos of people. Make friends. All right? I also am going to recommend this is a big time pro tip. Ready? Pro tip, pro tip. On your phone, create a photo album that says crossover and save all your photos and videos into that album because in a month or two, you're going to want to post something and you want to know where it's at. You don't want to have to scroll. Do y'all get sick of that? Like, I'm like, crap, where was that? Oh, did I go too far? No, you want to have it all in that one folder. That's a massive pro tip from someone who's been going to every single event for 10 years. Dustin was talking about weddings and births and all that. Let me tell you about me. I had an event in Orlando. I had to photograph a wedding of my employee on Saturday night. I flew in Wednesday night. I was there all day Thursday, all day Friday. I flew home Friday night, was there all day Saturday, and flew back to the event Sunday morning because I don't miss. I don't. Okay. I have literally sold things to get to an event. I don't miss it. So if you're not able to go this time, make it a non-negotiable for the next one. All right. Okay. Now, if you are not going to the event, we will miss you. We will be sending you lots of love and energy. Stay close to the teams that are going. Keep your eyeballs on them. Sometimes, do y'all feel like sometimes FOMO makes us not want to watch? I don't want to see. I can't. I'm jealous. I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay. Y'all, let that go. You are a business person. Put on your big boy, big girl panties. All right. Like, keep close, stay focused because there might be announcements and you want to know what's going on. Okay. If you have team members going, let them know. Hey, let me know anything new that you find out. Keep me in the know. Okay. Does that make sense? And while we're gone, while those of us that are there, we are sharpening our saw. I want every single other person in Pruvit who will not be there also sharpening their saw. So here's your homework. You are going to go into momentumpro.info and you are going to watch the videos. You're going to watch the team trainings. And after you're done with the team trainings, please dive into the customer. Put a 3 in the chat if you have watched all the customer videos, all of them. And if you have watched all of them and you want to tell me that you've watched all of them, tell me how many there are. Jennifer. She's so good. There's like 58, okay? 58 videos in there for our customers. But how many of us have actually watched those? So I'm going to go back to be a product of the product. Go watch those videos. Educate yourself on how to maximize ketones, how to best utilize them so you can best show up mentally and physically, right? Does that make sense, you all? So sharpen your saw. Sharpen your saw. Learn. Educate yourself. Educate yourself. There's absolutely no reason. You can tell me all day long how busy you are, okay? These videos are literally 2 to 3 minutes long. So don't come at me for that. Most of you sit on the toilet for 10 scrolling on your phone. So don't come to me with it's too long. You know, next time you're sitting on the toilet, watch one of those customer videos, okay? And you think of me. Don't think of me. Please don't. All right. But watch those. When you're putting your makeup on, ladies, in the morning, listen to those videos. All right. When you're driving in the car to work, listen to those videos. Right? Invest in yourself, invest in your business. There is literally zero excuse. Zero. Okay. There is zero, unless you are deaf or blind, you have zero excuse here not to go learn that stuff, right? It is there, it is given to you. So that is all that I have for this. I am super excited to see all of you that I'm going to see in Tampa. Like I said, those of you that cannot be, I hope I see you at the next event. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be amazing. Show up with intention, show up in everything that you do. Those of you that are watching the videos that are going to focus on your Momentum Pro, do that with intention. Show up with an intention, have a goal in mind, and do your best, right? That's all you can do, and all you can do is enough. Okay, does that make sense? All right, y'all. I appreciate you all. There will be a call Thursday night. There will be a guest call Thursday night. So be watching for the pulse, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.